What if the most powerful king, with an unbeatable army, faced a defeat that shattered his world? What if this led him through unimaginable suffering, temptation, and rivalry, all to gain a power far greater than any kingdom? This is the epic tale of Vishwamitra, the king who challenged gods, conquered his ego, and gave us the Gayatri Mantra. Get ready, because this is a story of transformation unlike any other. Our story begins with King Vishwamitra, a formidable and successful ruler of Kanyakubja, known for his wisdom and loved by his subjects. A true turning point came when he was confronted by the spiritual prowess of sage Vasistha. One day, while on a hunting expedition with his sons and soldiers, he found the peaceful hermitage of sage Vasistha, a Brahma rishi. Sage Vasistha sumptuously entertained them all with astonishing generosity, providing a huge feast. Vishwamitra was baffled. Wondering how a simple hermit could procure so much food so quickly, he soon discovered that Vasistha owned Kamadhenu, a divine wish-fulfilling cow, the source of this abundance. Desiring the cow for himself, Vishwamitra demanded her. When the sage refused, Vishwamitra ordered his soldiers to take Kamadhenu by force. It was then that Vasistha raised his Brahmadand, and in the ensuing conflict, the king's sons and soldiers perished. Blazing with fury and grief, Vishwamitra realized that physical power was nothing compared to spiritual power. He decided then and there that spiritual power was what he must possess. Vishwamitra gave up his throne and began a grueling journey of austerity or tapasya. His intense self-discipline, concentration and endurance unnerved even the gods. As his spiritual power grew, Indra, the king of the gods, sent celestial temptresses to break his penance. First, Rambha, a beautiful celestial woman, arrived. Indra himself made the atmosphere seductive, and Rambha danced enticingly. Vishwamitra saw her intent, firmly cursed her, and turned her into a rock. Desperate, Indra then sent Menaka, another celestial woman, who was even more beautiful than Rambha. Using all her arts, Menaka succeeded. Vishwamitra's penance was broken, and she bore him a daughter, Shakuntala, whom she later abandoned. Though sidetracked, Vishwamitra resumed his penance with renewed determination, becoming even more vigilant. When Kubera, the god of wealth, sent his maid Vidyut Prabha to tempt him, Vishwamitra ignored her completely. Her vanity wounded, she took a fearsome form, but the sage merely cursed her and drove her away. With no further direct obstructions, Vishwamitra single-mindedly pursued spiritual perfection. After many cycles of intense penance, Vishwamitra gained immense spiritual power. Then, King Trishanku approached him. Trishanku wanted to ascend to heaven in his mortal body, a feat denied by cosmic laws. Rejected by Vasistha, Trishanku turned to Vishwamitra. Seeing a chance to prove his power and challenge Vasistha, Vishwamitra took on the impossible task. He began a yagna to send Trishanku to heaven, but the gods refused Trishanku entry. As Trishanku ascended, Indra pushed him back down. Vishwamitra stopped Trishanku's fall mid-air, vowing to create a new cosmos if needed. In a furious display, Vishwamitra used his power to create an entirely new heaven for Trishanku. This showed Vishwamitra's incredible power, but also his lingering pride and rivalry with Vasistha. Trishanku remained suspended, upside down, in Trishanku Swarga. Despite his vast spiritual progress, Vishwamitra still longed to be equal to Vasistha, to become a Brahmarshi. He realized how he was affected by lust, ego, hatred, and jealousy, and how he had wasted his time and energy on malice and pride. With one pointed focus and a determined will, he again began his austerities for a long time. While in deep meditation, Brahma appeared before him and blessed him. He told Vishwamitra that to become a Brahmarishi, he needed the blessings of another Brahmarshi. Brahma advised him to go to Vasistha and seek his blessing, thus completely surrendering his ego and pride forever. When approaching the hermitage of Vasistha, Vishwamitra overheard a conversation that would finally break his pride. He heard Vasistha speaking to his wife, Arundhati, praising Vishwamitra's dedication. Vasistha even admitted to secretly helping him, removing obstacles and subtly guiding him. This revelation deeply moved Vishwamitra. He realized that despite their apparent rivalry, Vasistha had always wished him well, acting as a silent guide. This selfless act, unknown until then, was the final blow that dissolved Vishwamitra's lingering pride and ego. Finally, after countless years of austerity, overcoming temptations, learning from his past actions, and now understanding Vasistha's support, Vishwamitra faced Vasistha again. This time, there was no challenge or demand. In ultimate surrender and humility, completely free of ego or rivalry, Vishwamitra fell at the sage's feet. At this profound moment, the sacred Gayatri Mantra spontaneously arose within Vishwamitra's heart. In that very moment, when Vishwamitra had shed all ego and desire for external validation, Vasistha, recognizing his pure heart, declared, "You have finally become a Brahmarishi." This was the true spiritual climax of Vishwamitra's journey, marking his complete awakening and the end of his ego. Vishwamitra's powers also served good. He initiated a Vedic sacrifice for universal welfare, but demons obstructed it. Through his inner vision, Vishwamitra saw these demons were destined to be destroyed by Prince Ram, the incarnation of Vishnu. Vishwamitra went to Ayodhya and persuaded Rama's father, Dasharath, to send Ram and his younger brother Lakshman with him. Vasistha also supported this. This journey educated the young princes. Vishwamitra taught them ancient traditions, guided them to other sages, taught them Bal and Atibal mantras for hunger and thirst, and perfected their weapon skills. With Ram and Lakshman's help, Vishwamitra completed his sacrifice. He then took them to Mithila, where Ram won Sita. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. Share your honest feedback in the comments below. It really helps us grow and bring you better stories. If this story resonated with you or gave you something meaningful to reflect on, please support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It means a lot and helps us continue sharing these spiritual journeys with you. Until the next story, may your thoughts be pure, your heart steady, and your soul ever drawn to the divine within. Peace, peace, peace.